Wow.
The conservative group 1 Million Moms is accusing Burger King of crossing the line over an Impossible Whopper commercial that uses the D word. Burger King is airing a commercial that uses profanity to advertise its Impossible Whopper, a burger made from plants instead of beef. The group's website reads, "The language in the commercial is offensive, and it is sad that this once family restaurant has yet another deliberate decision to produce a controversial advertisement instead of a wholesome one." The group is a division of the American Family Association that called out a commercial that documents the reactions of taste tests of the now popular meatless burger. One man completely stunned by the Impossible Burger and tasting this is like, damn, that's good. So let's break this out line by line. The conservative group, 1 Million Moms, is mad at the Impossible Burger King commercial because they said, damn, that is good. That's it. That's why they're mad. I'm like, there's an easy solution to this. If the ad was like on Facebook or something, you could just easily scroll past it, or there's little dots in the corner that says, "You don't want to see this? Don't want to see this? Bam, do it." Or if it was a TV, you could just mute it or change the channel. It's that simple. Why do you feel the need to get offended and like get on your snowflake high horse here and say you're offended by the D word? It's a word. Like, honestly, grow up. Apparently, the use of the D word went too far for 1 Million Moms. 1 Million Moms finds this highly inappropriate when responding to the taste test. He didn't have to curse, the group said, or in fact, it was a real unscripted interview, which the man was not an actor, then Burger King could have simply chosen to edit the profanity out of the commercial. So apparently, the D word went too far for 1 Million Moms. But that retracts to my previous statement. If the ad was like on Facebook or something, you could have scrolled past it or click the little dots in the corner and say, I don't want to see this. Easily done. Or if it wasn't TV, like I said, change the channel or mute it. It's not that hard to do. You could have simply easily done that. If you don't like the ad, fine. That's your personal choice. But don't whinge and whine when you willingly sat there and watched the ad and then think you have a justification in order to complain about it. When you willingly sat there and watched it, when you could have easily just scroll right on by and went about your day. So don't sit there and complain at all, please. The group called the ad irresponsible and tasteless. It's extremely destructive and damaging to impressionable children viewing the commercial. You all know children repeat what they hear, they continued. 1 Million Moms called for the public to sign a petition urging Burger King to cancel the commercial, or at the very least edit out the cuss word immediately. This isn't the first time the group, which claims its mission to stop the exploitation of our children, has used its platform to call out a commercial it does not agree with. Last month, the group caused the Hallmark Channel to initially pull the Zola commercial featuring two brides kissing a same-sex wedding ceremony. Now parents can no longer trust Hallmark because Hallmark is no longer allowing parents to be the primary educators because of sex and morality. 1 Million Moms said at the time, Hallmark later announced it decided to pull the commercial just days after the petition was launched. After public backlash, however, the network reversed its decision and reinstated same-sex marriage. Irresponsible and tasteless. Why? It is extremely destructive and damaging to impressionable children viewing the commercial. We all know children repeat what they hear, they continued. So, there's an easy solution to this, like I said earlier. Mute the TV. Or, when that commercial comes on, send the children out of the room. It's not hard. How hard is it to be like a good parent? How hard is that? It's really not that hard, guys. It's really not a complicated physics problem here. 1 Million Moms called for the public to sign a petition urging Burger King to cancel the commercial, or at the very least, edit out the cuss word immediately. Yeah, because petitions always work. Petitions I see as nothing more than screaming into the void. When it's something useless, it's nothing more than screaming to the void. When it's something important, then yes, I see it as something important. But when it's something like this, it's just screaming into the void, screeching for no reason at all. This isn't the first time the group, which claims its mission to stop the exploitation of our children, has used its platform to call the commercial it does not agree with. Stop using children for your lousy, flimsy basis and saying, oh, this commercial will damage our children. We want to stop the exploitation of our children. I get what you're saying, yeah, but this is not doing it. There are more pressing matters that would absolutely hurt them. But this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. You doing this just makes you look like a snowflake. It does. I hate that word with all meaning because it's gone. But it does make you look like a sensitive snowflake and will melt at the touch of anything that offends you. Last month, the group caused the Hallmark Channel to initially pull a Zolo commercial featuring two brides kissing during the same-sex wedding ceremony. Oh, you're the idiots that would call for a Hallmark to do that. So you're the idiots. Oh, so I have no reason to take you seriously. So you're just a bunch of screeching people that from a Facebook page, and then companies bow down to your every single freaking whim. It's like, oh, I must be in the wrong business then. So I must run a Facebook page and say, I'm offended by this, and then companies will listen to me. And then get all praiseworthy as much as possible. Or I could like be a logical and reasonable person and say, you could just bypass this commercial altogether and just go about your day. That's what I would rather do. Now parents can no longer trust Hallmark because Hallmark is allowing Hallmark parents can no longer trust Hallmark because Hallmark is no longer allowing parents to be the primary educators when it comes to sex and sexual morality. Isn't that your job? Why are you depending on Hallmark for that? That is your job to begin with. Why are you depending on Hallmark for that? If you're depending on Hallmark for that, man, your house must suck. If you're depending on Hallmark for that kind of education, that is your job to begin with. From beginning to end. Period. 1 million months at the time, Hallmark later announced it decided to pull the commercial just days after the petition was launched. But after public backlash, the network reversed its decision and reinstated the same-sex commercials. Yes, because it wasn't doing anything wrong. Just because these idiots don't know how to raise their children, and just sit them down in front of a TV 24/7 does not mean they need to pull ads. Learn how to be a parent 1 million moms. Learn how to do that. If you're calling 1 million moms, yes, you're calling 1 million moms. Not because you're in front of your like children, like making sure they learn like everything to grow and everything like that, healthy. No, you're calling 1 million moms because you spend more time on Facebook than you actually do monitoring what they watch. And then you screech about it because something offensive comes on that you don't like. That is not Hallmark's fault. Or any other advertisement or anything like that because you don't know how to raise your own children. I need to state that firmly and blankly. So that's going to be it for Electric Rants. If you like this video or if you don't like this video, let me know in the comment section below. The article will be in the description below. And my apologies for like sounding really nasally because I'm really sick. But I just wanted to get this video out because I haven't made a video in a while. It's good to be back. I hope to be making videos more frequently. I hope to make one next week as well. Have a great day, guys. Remember to